Shit. Oh, hello there, how you doing? Fuck it, like every other ape in this world on that grind, I thought up of a semi-good idea and put it into play. I decided to plaster some weird, stupid caricature of my face out there and throw together some stupid images in order to convey to you, watching this, a funny story.
Because Mom says I'm funny.
I get up and got up into some really weird stuff in my life, and it's a lot like all that Clark Kent nonsense of being a superhero in disguise. But instead of saving people, I almost get hit by garbage trucks, yelled at by crackheads, and deal with shitty people at a job I don't even really like. So, hey, might as well do something with this channel. To those of you wondering when the next audio drama episode is coming out, I'm working on it. It's basically me and like one other person in a small room balancing jobs and being young adults in the middle of a crisis we're already ready to be done with. I mean, seriously, how the fuck do you even get this bad? Right. Yeah, I live in a place with a lot of people like that. Christ, I'm ready to bang my head against the wall. Anyway, so in the meantime, I decided, fuck it. I'm gonna go make some videos about stories and stuff, because during this time of having my ass being suction cupped to my office chair, I might as well do something beyond just writing. So, welcome to a collection of stupid stories. Get comfy in a onesie, pop some popcorn if you're Gucci enough to get that good shit, and get ready to bang your head into a wall. Here's a stupid story about my life. So a long time ago in the cesspool of high school where you're too horny to know you definitely shouldn't stick something somewhere, you start to discover a lot about new things in life. For me, it was the soul-crushing weight that I really just did not like people. I like the sweet, savory sound of voices coming through dollar store Xbox microphones on Xbox Live, but talking to actual flesh golems face-to-face?
Fuck that.
I really think this all kind of started with my mom and her constant jokes about never wanting to meet people. God, like seriously, it's been maybe like 2 years since I've talked to a new person face-to-face that wasn't a delivery guy.
It's fucking great.
But anyways, you saw the title and heard my opening line, so you probably think this is going to be sexual, and fuck, I really wish that was the case instead. But, no. See, my school decided it was going to be fancy, and instead of field trips, they had something called field lessons. So me and every other sweaty abomination of hormones and delusions of grandeur got to go explore colleges and shit. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. They just got super serious about a lot of things on this trip. So me and a few of my friends decide to team up as we do in order to avoid the popular kids and just generally get up into some weird adventures on our end. Now, the thing was, they would stick us in cheap hotels and have hall monitors to make sure no one got up into someone else's room. But we were teenagers with something to prove, so of course that did fuck all. Some kids found a way to rent porn, some of the girls definitely stole pillowcases, towels, the shampoo, the cute bellboy, whatever, right? Well, my friends and I, after raiding the snack machine, had gone and played video games for most of the night until it was time to go to bed.
Why, yes, I am a party animal. How could you tell?
At one point, we began to hear a noise, a really weird, meaty noise. It was then that one of my friends shouted. For the sake of protecting personal identities, we'll not use their real names. So, we'll call this one guy Weeb. Weeb was a great guy, down to earth and kind of just vibed with you. He was a solid side character, and a pretty nice guy. So Weeb ended up turning around and shouted at a guy I'm calling Gorilla. Why am I calling him Gorilla? Because he used so much Gorilla Glue hair gel that he's bald now. And also, he was way too big and hairy for a 16-year-old. Honestly, puberty hit this guy like a truck. A big radioactive meat truck. So Weeb shouts,
"What the fuck are you doing? What the hell are you doing, Gorilla?"
All of us, me and the rest of the gang, look over. I was, at the time, reading a bomb-ass manga. It was a cute romance novel because fuck you, I love cutesy couple shit. I live for that. I hadn't noticed what was going on near me because the manga was getting real spicy, but the first thing I see is Gorilla holding the old mini hot dog. Yep, I'm comfortable on my bed and this fucker was 5 feet away from me whacking it like his life depended on it. The rest of the guys were so busy with Mortal Kombat, they didn't even spot this absolute epitome of primordial super brains jerking his gherkin like a caveman who just discovered fire. See, the thing is, Gorilla was not what you would call our friend. I feel like every group in high school has that one person they keep around because they're like worried that if they leave them to their own devices, they might accidentally eat their own shoe or forget to close their mouth when breathing or something. I don't know. I wanted nothing to do with this kid. No one in our group really liked him. Somehow he wound up with us all the time. Seriously, I'm not joking when I say Gorilla was the type of dude that would go out at 1 a.m. for some IHOP when the rest of the depressive gang of emos wanted coffee and pancakes. Then, after making you pick him up at his house, that was out of the way, keep in mind, once you ordered and ate, he'd eat like 2 or 3 portions, then realize he had accidentally forgotten his wallet. If you ever see this Gorilla, you know who the hell you are, and you still owe me well over $100, you fuck! With interest, that's gotta be like $300 at this point. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So this dude was twisting the Cobra like he was ready to skin the poor thing alive, and so we collectively kick his ass into the bathroom where he stays for the night, presumably crying in a puddle after finishing the routine of choking the Smurf. Then the following day rolls around. The teachers decided we should get some free time when a separate school also rolls into the hotel. It was great. I met this one girl who I became friends with briefly. She was pretty hot, not gonna lie. But it all went downhill when she showed me her private Facebook page, and wow. Just wow. I never thought I'd meet a Filipino member of Hitler's youth group, but god damn, that was an experience. A terrifying experience. So anyways, I decided to be an epic loner and finish reading my manga in my room while everyone else went to the pool. It was great, but then I look down from the window and start to feel like some great and powerful entity that's misunderstood by the ant beneath its feet, like Chuck E. Cheese or the IRS, because I'm looking down at Gorilla talking to a few girls and, my god, this absolute Chad. He decided, according to my friend Weeb and another friend of mine who I'll call Captain since he's now in the Navy, that in order to impress the girls he was talking to, Gorilla was gonna dive into the pool. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this very large, sweaty, and overly confident Hispanic boy decided to dive into 2 feet of water in order to oppress the opposite sex. Remember when I said every high school group has that one friend they keep around because they're scared they'll hurt themselves if left alone? Well, guess who the fuck was left alone when this happened? Yep, Harambe's first and final heir was left alone to his own devices. So Gorilla ends up breaking his leg.
Get fucked, nerd!
He gets a snazzy cast and is labeled a fucking idiot by many. Hoorah, somewhat happy ending. Then comes the trifecta of this story, the grand finale of this nearly 5-page shit show I've decided to throw in a document and then voice act. Gorilla, needing to lay down, decided the best place to lay down for the night is next to me. Now, see, I didn't mind. Dumbass had hurt himself and needed a rest, so sure, whatever. We only had 2 beds, and Weeb and the other friend of ours were in the other bed already, so sure, whatever. Now, I prefer sleeping on my side. My lower back hates when I lay down and sleep on it, so I sleep on my side most of the time. I roll over and check my phone since I was texting this one girl I knew and couldn't sleep. Nothing happened and we were just friends, so it was kind of like a vibe moment. Then I hear,
Yo, bro, that's not good for you.
mumbled behind me. Thinking nothing of it, because we do have like 1 or 2 extra dudes sleeping on the floor, I go back to my text messages. Then, a big meaty hand grabs my shoulder like something out of a horror movie and forces me to roll on my back. I thought I was about to meet Jesus at this point, until I hear the very thick breath coming off of this man say,
Bro, that's not good for you.
Now, fun fact, I value personal space. There are less than 10 people in this world allowed to touch me in any intimate format. My wife for one, my immediate family because my mom is a hugger, my internet child who I'll talk about in another video, and any and all pets. Also, now, maybe some nice people at conventions, it depends on how much I've had to drink that day, but that's not the point. The point is, literally no one touches me unless it's a brief bro fist or these weird gang handshakes that we did back where I'm from if you were in the know.
I was an innocent boy.
So I look over to my left and I say, dude, what the fuck? Gorilla, in all his I showered but somehow still sweat literal buckets of Taco Bell secret sauce glory, is staring me dead in the eye with his beady rat eyes and says again,
Bro, it's bad for you.
I ask him what the hell he's talking about, and he explains that it's bad for me to sleep on my side for health reasons. What? How the fuck? Not only is this man barely qualified to breathe at this point in life in my eyes, I seriously doubt he's qualified to give me medical advice on how to sleep. The man broke his leg trying to impress people or something, I don't know, that's what was told to me. But now he's giving me medical advice. I shake it off and tell him not to touch me. I roll over and he immediately grabs me like he's about to introduce me to Elon Musk's first successful cat girl and goes on about how it's unhealthy, saying he read a study that says it's bad. I seriously doubt he actually read an academic article without knocking out, and I tell him again to not fucking touch me. I roll over and he grabs me again. I roll over, he grabs me again, over and over, until at one point I snap and I yell, "Gorilla, I swear to fuck, if you touch me one more time, I'm cutting your dick off." Now, this did not go well to shout in the middle of a hotel at 1 a.m., but, that's a whole other thing. But then, this absolute unit of audacity, alright, this absolute Chad atop the mountain of bullshit the likes of which none have ever seen, this honest-to-God 180 absolute fuck nugget of pure unforgivable assholery says to me,
Bro, if you didn't want me to touch you, you could have just asked me not to touch you.
I think if the psychiatric hospital I'll eventually wind up in ever gets a hold of my memoir and sees this video linked in the first sentence, only then will they start to see where my general disdain for humanity began.
Along with the crippling depression.
But yeah, did he learn after that? Nope. Fucker spent the next few years bumming money, rides, and other shit off the whole group. He actually broke a friend's guitar thinking he was going to impress a girl after ripping it out of my hands when I was playing it. The more I think about it, the more I realize it really was a game of hot potato, but the potato was a greedy swole boy with the social skills of a brick house covered in bacon grease. So yep, that's the story of the hotel handy boy. Guy still owes me money, but he left me with a pretty memorable story. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna honestly start doing more of this because I have a lot of weird things that have happened in my life that, honestly, not even a lot of my old friends from school know. Since we're stuck in quarantine, I really want to share something to help perk up moods. The world needs a good laugh during these stressful times, and even though I sound dead inside, don't worry, I am dead. But at least I'm still laughing. Thanks for watching. Subscribe or something, I don't know. Peace out, dudes. And remember, life's better with a bit of laughter.